Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Data Joke, the Gamestation Go Roundtable. And so far, we have three people here: Atari Fan 72, JD, and Retro Gamer 77. Hello, guys. I'm really digging this thing. I'm totally digging this thing. It's funny. I got a picture from from my daughter. She texted me a picture of my son laying down on the couch playing this thing, so he's gotten into it too. Hey, Noir, I heard you got free. I heard you get a free. Funny guy. Here, I'll ship this out to you. Not. But it's amazing. I'm really liking this, but I haven't had time to really sit down and test it out, and sort of hook it up to the TV and, try hooking up controllers to it. I just want to hear what everybody else has got to say about it. Yes, Retro Gamer 77, it is awesome, but there is a problem with that. Hugh Jess, are you going to rant? Maybe, buddy. Too funny. You guys are hilarious. Retro Gamers. Yeah, so it's got the heat pad here, right? But the problem is there's no overlay. There's no place you can put your overlay. I want my free GSG in two tables. And the Star Raiders 2600 numpad too, which would be perfect, right? Yeah, that's okay. Ding. That's another one we need to talk about, because Star Raiders for the 2600. Or even the 5200 version without the numpad support is garbage, really, in my opinion. Also, if you put all Atari, like, how the hell are they going to, all the Atari 5200 ROMs that are out there, they would have to create a firmware or some sort of software or compatibility layer, who knows, that will highlight the appropriate areas for the touchpad, right? That's the thing. Are they going to do it, or are they just going to do for what other games they have? They should have had a small LCD screen at the on the buttons like the Steam Deck does. Yeah, but that would be a lot more money. That's the problem. It'll be a lot more money. I think they were trying to keep it at a certain price point, I guess. Yeah, see? Yeah, Noir, I agree with you. Star Raiders should have been there right at the beginning. Totally at the beginning. But maybe there'll be updates later on. Who knows? Maybe they'll create a store of some sort. But I do like the added arcade, like the other arcade games, like the... what the hell is it called again? Just give me a minute while I boot it up again. Yeah, there's a ton of improvement. But let's get this chat going. I mean, we got version 1.1 of the firmware, which seems like it fixed my problem of what's it called? It's just fixing the crashing I was getting on the Atari Recharge games, which sucked big time. Atari celebrated Star Raiders, so I bought a mouse. Yeah. That's cool. Hold on a second here. Like, I like what they've added in here, right? For now, forget about the stuff that we can add right now. But, let's see. Yeah, we can do that. Local storage, please. Balls of Steel, obviously. The Pac-Man stuff. So there's the Jelco games. Pico games. It'd be nice if it was Namco in here somewhere so we can get the Namco, arcade ROMs and stuff like that. So I could see them putting a store on here. Does that make sense to everybody? Or am I the only one? Who knew there would be a rant? Hugh Jess, you make me laugh, man. You make me laugh. I don't know. I've been more chilled lately. I haven't been ranting all that much unless somebody in the retro gaming sphere does something ridiculously stupid. But, yeah, so I'm happy with it. But has anybody hooked it up to a TV yet? Anybody out there? Yes, twin sticks would have been nice. Yeah, I know. I love Berserk Recharge, and using the buttons to control it is like weird. I don't know. I can't get into it. I'm just wondering. You know how they have that. Yes, last night I did. You know how they have that controller, that portable controller, Bluetooth controller that attaches to the GSG. Then they're coming out with a bigger joystick one. That would be amazing if it was dual joystick, right? That would be awesome to play that game. Yes, a store would be great. Actually, I wouldn't mind buying some of the ROMs all over again and have it nicely laid out in their menu system and stuff like that. I'm gonna wait a bit before I invest in this device. Although I did find it interesting ever since they announced it a long time ago. Yeah. Hey, Obsidian. And Get Amp. Hello. Let's see here. No, yeah, Hugh Jess, you're from here, right? You're from the Toronto area. Like I pre-ordered mine. Who the hell did I pre-order it from? I pre-ordered it from EB Games, and they got it to me even before Amazon decided to put it on their website. So I'm actually kind of glad that I did. You know what? If you want to wait. But the device is very cool. It is very cool. Like to play Missile Command, with a roller controller is just amazing. Or Retro Gamer 77, dude, spinner for Major Havoc, right? So there's that advantage. I just wish this was looser. Don't you guys miss that? Like you take the Tempest spinner and just. I used to love that. Oh God, I'm falling behind here. Yeah, it does. It does take SD cards, and you can load. It has a MAME emulator. It has got a whole bunch of stuff in there. So yeah, you can emulate all that stuff. Yeah, I can't wait for the controllers. It would be nice to play 2 games with the official controller. Also, I wonder if those controllers will work with. Guess what I'm going to say? The Atari VCS. So that I'm going to try that if that happens when I get one. I want to get the full joystick one. This is Xbox. Canada, yes. Toronto, no. Okay, well, you're in the neighborhood, relatively speaking. But yeah, EB Games. You can order it from them. I think Amazon finally has it. But look, if you want to wait, I mean, this forum, this roundtable that we're having is perfect. That we can discuss all that and you can get an idea. Let's see, JD, I'm not really bothered about the stores. I can add games, but if they add more built-in content via updates, that would be good. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But even also a store would be kind of cool. Get Amp lost the video feed. Is everybody else still okay? I don't have one, but I'm interested. I'm here for support. Cool, Obsidian. Listen, just like I told Hugh Jazz, if you guys are on the fence and not sure about buying it, this is why I did it. It's just to get everybody chatting about it, and hopefully somebody will listen to us or hear us and make some changes. Right? Balls of Steel has been my go-to since firing it up. Yeah, me too, Noir. Yesterday, was it yesterday? When I took my son to see the freight trains, sat in the car. Brought the GSG with me and just played pinball the whole time. It was awesome. Spinner trackballs have been the first I've ever liked using. Yes, good point. Very good point. The roller control, playing, what the hell? Bentley Bear. What's that game called again? Oh shit, I'm losing my mind. I'm tired. It's been a long day. Yeah, somebody said anyway, that game using the roller controller is very cool. Yeah, Balls of Steel is awesome. I actually I like the Missile Command one, but I'm not 100% sold on it. But there was that other one, which was like either vampires or whatever. Crystal Castles. Thank you, Obsidian. Um, it, arcade operators would kill you if you spun the knob like that. Well, tough shit. They're not going to watch me play because I suck. Yes, get amp. Yes, agreed. The SD card is a side thing. Emulation needs a lot of work. Yeah, you're right. It does need a lot of work. Spinner with the Indy 500 is fun. You know what? I have that bloody Atari cartridge somewhere here, but I can't use. I don't have the Indy controllers for it, so I've never got to play it. So now I get to play it on the GSG. Yes, Amazon does have it in stock. Huge ass, yes, there is travel cases for it. They're all over Amazon. And actually, I want to pick one up. Because putting this in my backpack for work or just taking it in the car and just laying it there, it's like, please don't scratch. Retro gamer, you mean the actual the trackballs in the arcade and stuff like that? Yeah, those do hurt when you get your hands there. You already have balls of steel? Well, that's good. It's good. What else is there? Now, who with the hopefully either MyArcade or the community would address the SD card emulator. Yeah, I'm hoping so too, but we'll see how much they open it up. Are they going to close the thing down and just be like what it is right now, or are they going to extend it? I mean, there's a huge opportunity for this thing to, like, part of me thinks this is all we're getting. There's going to be that all the different attachments and everything. And I don't think they're going to add that much more to it. They're just going to say, here, this is it. But at the same time, there's tons of opportunities for this thing. I mean, this could become the retro Switch. Do you know what I'm saying? And also, guys, come on. When you get it in your hand, this thing's humongous. It's massive. Ginormous. I love it. Let's see here. Yeah, I agree with Xbox. SD cards need big time. Big time it needs improvement. The controller is already being sold in the UK on eBay. Might get one, not a pre-order. He has them in stock now. Now, is it the one which is the smaller one, or is it the full with the full joystick and all the buttons and everything on it? Maybe brick your maybe brick your system like Nintendo. That's what she said. Too funny. You guys are hilarious tonight. But you guys know what I mean? Like, there's just so much potential. There's so much potential on the emulation side. I mean, I'd like to see more added stuff to it with updates and stuff like that. So the smaller controller and the arcade stick in December, which is fine. That's no problem. Christmas present for me to me. Because I'm the only one who likes me. But yeah, I agree. What else is there? Now, here's the thing. Remember I was telling some of you that Missile Command Recharge was crashing on me. Now, the funny thing was, when playing with the trackball or the roller controller, whatever you want to call it, I got so far in that game, I was seeing weapons, like enemy weapons that I've never seen before playing it on the VCS. Because I've never gotten that high. Like the upgraded tanks that come on the sides. I've seen the satellite on the VCS, but there's another bigger thing that comes by. It looks like a little blobby thingy, and it's like wow! Just by using the roller controller, I've seen so much. Yes, I did. I did update the firmware. It's actually very easy to set up the firmware right now. I love playing arcade games online. Yeah, exactly. So do I. That's what my son's been doing. But isn't it cool? Like that's what I like about this. Now I don't have to go to this messy basement and hook up my RetroPie system, sit there and play. I can be lazy like a 56-year-old man should be after working all these years. Sit back, relax, and play it right in front of my face, lying down. Right? That's the thing. Spider-Boy Games. Let's see here. The emulation site is good right now. I've got over 10,000 games on mine, over 2,700 arcade games, and they all work great. Yeah, exactly. Let's see here. Spider-Boy Games. My only concern is no thumbstick for the joystick-based games. I'm not a big fan of D-pads for games like Pac-Man. Yeah, that's a good point. I see that. I've ran into that situation. I'd rather use a joystick for Pac-Man, especially, rather than these little silly things. But it doesn't. It's not that bad to get used to, I guess. Let's see here. Even got Neo Geo games running great. Awesome. Thanks, JD, for that. Yeah. It's Xbox ISO. Sorry, dude. I apologize for that. I believe the emulation side of things is subpar at the moment. Controls are either not mapped or mapped wrong for a lot of systems, supported making them not enjoyable for me. No, that's true. And I ran into that situation with my RetroPie. It wasn't so bad because I didn't have like a trackball or a spinner to configure the ROMs, right, for each particular game, like Tempest or whatever. But I had to do it for the dual joystick part for Robotron, and that took me a while, and it was just a pain in the ass and just going through all the menus and stuff like that. Yeah, it works good for Atari games. Of course it does. The games running isn't the issue, it's the mapping. Yeah, no, that's true. It is the mapping. I've not found anything that's unplayable because of mapping. Interesting, JD. That's very, very interesting. Now, what games like did you like it? I can't play the main ROM for Missile Command. I cannot use the roller controller by default. Right? That's what I wanted to do. That's the important thing for me, right? But I guess I have to go there and, bring up the main config panel and do it that way. Actually, huge ass. If you want me, I will do it. I will do some. It's just finding time, right? I had to go through my back surgery and all the recovery for that. And I started working again. It's just finding time to do all this stuff. But hopefully now this winter, now that we're not outside all the time, maybe I can do some of those. There's some arcade games that I want to do videos of. But thank you for reminding me about that. Yeah, sound glitching. I ran into that yesterday with Zaxxon 2. Especially on arcade games like Donkey Kong. It's totally annoying. It's that crackling. It's yuck. I hate it. Missile Command pinball tables is a challenge. When I finally was able to post a high score, it crashed on me. So it didn't save a score. I felt like Atari Fan 5200. Yeah, see? People are retracted messages. Oh, interesting. I've never seen that before. Yeah, Missile Command is a good one. But I'm going to play more of it, actually, probably tonight later on. Yes, Xbox, you did say that. Many Intellivision games, for example, are not playable. Now, the ones that do come standard on it, I haven't even tried. Hold on, let me fire this thing back up again. I haven't tried the ones that the Intellivision games that are on here already. I'm going to play in television on my Sprint or modded INTV. Nice. Good to know about the D-pad. My son is getting the next Xbox. The Xbox Alley Oh, okay, handheld. I'm getting the Gamestation Go. My wife's getting a Switch too. It's weird. Dude, Spider-Boy games. Dude, that's awesome. My wife hates video games. But thank God my daughter and my son do. I wish my wife was involved with it. Okay, hold on. So if we go to Atari, right? It's the M Network game. It's not even in television. It was Star Raiders. I remember I bought this game. I was slightly disappointed. Listen to that. Atari goodness. Take off. It's actually not bad. But I like Star Raiders a little bit better. Oh, Flack. Flack! Actually, this game is really good. What the hell am I talking about? Oh, they're at... Okay, that's enough fun. JD, I don't consider Intellivision or 5200 to be usable, so I don't even bother putting those ROMs on. That might change later. Okay, JD, okay, I gotta get this through your skull, dude. And we've talked about this in the past. For me, okay, I know in the UK, all those 5200 games were available on the Atari computers. And I know a lot of you other guys have had Atari computers. And all the games that are on the 5200 are associated with it. But to me, it just means... Like, I've separated the Atari computers and their consoles. To me, it's that elusive console that never really made it big, but it showed some promise, and Atari totally messed it up and everything. But it's just like, I don't know, it's like the Atari unicorn, you know what I'm saying? Yes, the games are same with the computer stuff, get it. But it just had this stigma, maybe? I don't know, not stigma, but you know what I'm saying. It had this allure to it. And I'm glad it's on here. I'm honestly glad they're on here. And if MyArcade adds more Atari 5200 games that are accessed through their stuff, then maybe they can properly, populate the keypad on it, which I think will be cool. Let's see here. The numpad and the potential of those systems utilizing was a major factor. Yeah, me too. Like even ColecoVision, right? By the way, has anybody tried ColecoVision on it? Does it work? Because I know the emulator can be a little bit of a bitch sometimes. Let's see here. Oh, by the way, I am running this live stream completely on a Linux Mint desktop. Yes, everything's Linux Mint. Got rid of 10. I can't upgrade 11 because Microsoft says, you got a Ryzen 1 generation CPU, and we're not going to support it, even though everything else outperforms their specs. So you know what, Microsoft? Let's see, Atari 2600, like a grilled cheese and tomato soup on a chili... Oh, yeah. Dude, you just read my mind. Spider-Boy, dude, Atari 2600 is a grilled cheese and tomato soup on a chilly fall day. Yeah, that's exactly it. That's what it is. That it is. It's done. We don't need to say more about that. Let's see. I don't consider Intellivision or 5200 usable because the numpad is not working properly yet. That's why I'm just putting ROMs on it. What? That's why I'm not putting those ROMs on it yet. Okay, no problem. That's cool. Now, has anybody seen any? Like again, I haven't had much time on it. I know some of you guys have. What is the main difference between firmware 1.0 and 1.1? I know they fixed what I was complaining about, but maybe that could have been like a lower priority bug when they were shipping it out, so they knew they were going to fix it later, type of thing. I know, what's it, Gen X Gamer went through some of the stuff. I didn't get a chance to watch his video. You know what, guys? Even though I love all these other podcasters and video guys, and we're doing all the Atari stuff, I just don't want to watch their videos because I don't want to like subconsciously steal ideas from them. I like to be sort of 100% original and just me. So anyway, so let me know, what has everybody seen? Let's see here. Did everybody disappear? Oh no, not everybody disappeared. That's good. Stream health is healthy. Everything's all good. Okay. GD, I don't consider... wait, we already talked about that. Bug fixes aspect ratio on some games, replacing the arcade Pac-Man with the original one instead of the Hong Kong version. Really? Yes, I saw the Tempest was fixed. Yeah, the vectors look 100 times better. Actually, somebody... Oh, I forget his name. There was a guy who posted on one of my weekend reports, and he mentioned that as soon as he saw what Tempest looked like, he actually either returned it or he turned it off and didn't want to pick it up again. Let's see. Noir. You guys are funny. I think vector games in general have been improved. Yeah, I agree. They have been. You know, you would think it's like a regular, you know, a CRT thing, right? To do perfect vector graphics, you got to get those screens that Atari created. That's the ultimate. But now with LCD TVs and, you know, some tweaking here and tweaking there, why not, right? It's working out and it's doing good. Hong Kong 97 is supposed to get a sequel. The hell's Hong Kong 97? Huge ass, what is Hong Kong 97? Yes, the UI did change slightly. And also they highlighted the way they highlight Xbox, the way they highlight each system. I think they changed that too. More. I'm not selling this. I'm going to torture you later. You guys are too funny. Sorry if this has been talked about before, but how comfortable is it using spinner games like Tempest while holding? I'll tell you my example. It's a bit weird. Hold on, let's fire it up. Let's fire up. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you the truth. It's weird. Oops. Arcade. Let's go down to Tempest. Can everybody see? Oh, where's my live playback? Live playback. There we go. Tempest. So it's a little strange the way that you hold it. It just maybe my fat fingers. Right? But see how I have to double spin it? Because it doesn't, it's not that smooth. Ah! Zapper. So it works okay. You know what? It works okay. It's just, you just gotta get used to it, I guess. Or I have to get used to it. Does that make sense, everybody? Oh, wait. Okay, yeah, you can see my hand. So there's... See, I can't, I couldn't, sort of torque it over. Ah, come on! Ah. I just wish it was a little looser. Just this would be a little looser, right? Or if I just move it like this, it moves more type of thing. I don't know. That's just something. Let's get back to the main menu. Okay, there we go. Let's see here. JD, you found the trackball better for Tempest? That's interesting. I gotta try that. Did anybody get the knob from Etsy for the spinner? It looks cool. The knob. Really, dude? The knob. Actually, Atari fan 72. Post the link for it. It'd be kind of cool to see. Put some grease in the spinner. Do I want to do that on my brand new console here? I don't know. We'll see when somebody else tries it. That's what she said. Oh, you guys are hilarious. You guys are too funny. Let's see here. Okay, gang, you know what? I gotta run to the little boy's room. I mean, spinner knob. Hold on. Guys, I'm just gonna run to the bathroom. I'll be back in a couple minutes, okay? Hold on. Old man things are starting to happen. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. What did I miss? I went on a beer run. He needs to mix another drink. Yeah, I wish I did. Let's see here. What's happened to the stream? Oh no, it's back to normal. I just put it on. I just put that video back on, just so you guys are not staring to my half-painted basement. Okay. What else, guys? What else is bothering you about this thing? I want to hear bad things about it. Like the really ugly stuff. Is there any? Right? Let me know. Let's discuss it. Do 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 do. There we go. Minimize that. Okay. Sorry, was on my golf cart heading to get a beer. Where the hell are you on your golf cart? Yes, the price tag. Yeah, it is steep. Well, here in Canada, it's $256. In the U.S. is what, 180? So yeah, it's a little steep. PS1. I'm not a big fan of the PS1, but what's so bad about the PS1 emulation, JD? Monte Carlo missing track selection and spinner control. You're at the grocery store? Okay, you're at the grocery store with golf carts? That's cool. I want to go shopping there. PlayStation was apparently working well, so they removed it. It was a mistake. Really? I hope they put it back. That's interesting. Why would they put it, remove it, and then say, oh, it's a mistake? Did somebody mess up, or... Yeah, I know. Before during the when we were discussing it, yeah, they did. They removed it completely. The 1.1 emulator. You drove down there with the golf cart. Where the hell are you, Atari fan? What part of the States are you from? It must be somewhere warm for you to do that. We're getting snow tomorrow. Ugh. 5 centimeters tomorrow. Did they pull? What else did they pull on? There's some other firmware that they pulled out, right? There was the PS1. Was there? What the hell? Dome. Okay, I'm just going to call you Dome. Welcome, Dome. Thanks for stopping by. Lunar Lander, no difficulty selection. I have it running on the micro SD with the light up bezel. Oh, okay. Ah, you're in Alabama. Disgrace, no spinner control. Yeah, no, I agree. You know what? With Lunar Lander... I don't. A lot of you guys know me. I'm like a big arcade guy, but it's all the emulated version. If they don't have the throttle, I think it was 2 buttons for left and right, and they had a big, massive throttle, that's what made Lunar Lander. It wasn't so much the game, which was a great game. Don't get me wrong, and a great idea, but that throttle control was so nice. I wish they had something like that to add to emulation or whatever. They removed N64 and Dreamcast emulation too, but they were broken, didn't work very well. Yeah, both the N64 and Dreamcast were probably using a lot of power out of that thing, so I can see why they removed it. Noir, Alabama, that explains so much. Let's see. No control mapping support. No ability to adjust aspect ratio. Yeah. Does anybody? I think Atari Lynx does work on it. Has anybody tried it? Yeah. See, there's JD. Yeah, the Lynx games work great. I hope they had more emulators to fix the ones that don't work. Yeah, I hope so too. The sound popping issues, but you know what? There's always. It depends what version of, because it looks like they're using MAME for the arcade emulation. I'm just wondering if it's an older version of MAME that had the popping sounds, or a ROM that had that. It's hard to tell, because I've seen those issues come and go with my Raspberry Pi, but I don't remember how I fixed them or what happened. Yes, of course. Yeah, those are all relation to the SD card games. So I'm hoping that they'll take. How can I phrase this? No, it's hard to say because so many people like so many different games. But if there's a big selection of games that us people are putting on our SD cards, that they can transfer those over to the onboard memory or whatever. Like, I don't know. It's interesting. No trackball on basketball, Atari soccer, and Atari baseball. Basketball was way too sensitive on the y-axis with the D-pad. Oh, was that? Yeah, okay, so that was the original sports games that Atari came out with the X's and O's for the football. It's you see it on what movie was that? Tron, the original Tron, where the camera's panning through Flynn's arcade, and you see the guy playing Atari football, and he's like spinning the controller like crazy. No, the sound issue is very bad and not noticed on other systems running the same ROMs. Huh. Huh. Okay, Xbox, that's really interesting. Button mapping on the Lynx is fine. Press one key over and it's not an issue. You get used to it in a few seconds. Okay, that's good. That's really good. Okay, let's switch gears and let's go into the point now. What really has blown your minds about this thing, okay? For me, it's just having, I mean, literally the original Atari, my, hold on, I'll be right back. Right back. Okay. No, I'm here. This is the difference, guys. This is what we had before. This is what we have now. Look at this. Huge difference. Humongous. This is one of the major reasons why I got this, and because of all the other happy-go-lucky stuff that comes with it. Let's see, where are we? Yeah, yeah, JD. This is it's in my work bag. I can't really take this. This is a little bit too big. I have a feeling somebody will get pissed off. But the small one is really easy to hide. Yeah, no, Xbox, I agree. But overall, I mean, the way you set up the SD card for me, and you sent me those files, was just amazing, and it's really nice that that does work. Balls of Steel blows my mind. Real pinball after Metcon has sealed my soul. Oh, JD, trust me, I appreciate it. This has saved my life during. Sometimes it gets so bloody boring at work when nobody shows up. But anyway, um, yeah, Balls of Steel was really good. That was a nice little surprise. And another thing that I like and don't like is the whole menu system. Once you get into the games, it's kind of cool, but I feel like it needs a little bit more polish, if that's a word. Well, that is a word. Yes, the recharge game. Did you guys notice they're not the same as what was on the VCS? They're different. They are different. A lot of the graphics are different. A lot like what was I going to say? Not Missile Command. Well, Missile Command was nice to use the roller control on it, which I thought was just amazing. But like the Game Over logo, like some of the things are that are different, not the same. Oh, screen tearing. That could be a possibility. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Wait, how can you control the scrolling? Hold on. Let's see if I can recreate it here. Come on, boot up. Hurry up. It's funny. Here, I'll show you guys here. Is it the when you, okay, so I'm just scrolling through the games. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time to refresh the image there. But it doesn't look like it's tearing. Unless you're a psycho and if you go too fast it keeps the same game. If you go slowly, it updates it. My main thing is that this replaced my Amberatic ad. The screen is much bigger. The recharge games and added controls plus Balls of Steel are all bonuses. Yeah, I agree. Now, okay, good point. Atari fan that brought up a good point. Does this make those other Chinese portable arcade machines obsolete? Or is there still a market for it? I know those guys are pumping out those machines like they're going out of style. So, well, see, look, JD agreed. I sold my I can't pronounce shit. Amberinic or whatever to get this. So, yeah, that's interesting. Everybody's selling it. No, you know what? Honestly, I really think MyArcade has like a huge hit on their hands, and once the general public starts noticing it and getting ideas from it, yeah, they're Chinese knockoffs, huge ass. Being the SD card added games aren't officially supported, it may not ever get to the support they're needed. Okay, you brought up a really good point. You brought up a really good point there. Yeah, that's all true. That's very true. I never really thought of it that way. I mean, I've looked into it, and it's like, do I want to play arcade games at work or wherever I am? It's like, yeah. But now that I got the GSG, it's like, those other ones don't really. And the 7-inch screen, come on. Guys, 7 inches. Not tiny, big, you know? Go big or go home. What else was I gonna? What else was gonna say? No, I'm just fucking happier than a pig and shit. It's just I have to get in. You know, I want to hook it up to the TV. I want to hook up, external controllers to it to try that and see how that works. I want to try, when the joystick controllers come out. Will this replace, one of my consoles over there, or will it be another added console there? Yeah, see, most of the screens are too small. That's true. They are really small. Especially us old farts that love retro games that have to wear these bloody things, right? Does anybody have? Well, okay, I'm gonna shut this down around 9 o'clock. Does anybody else have any comments? Anything they want to say? Please speak up. Yes, a decent size. The screen makes a difference, right? And that's why I got attracted to the GSG. Especially when you first see it, it's like, whoa, you know. The only thing about these roundtables, man, if I don't have a drink with me, it's like talking too much. Have you played Atari? Yes, I have. I like the screen on the GS. I do like the screen on the GS. It's nice as it looks good. Yeah, I agree. I totally agree on that. The screen is definitely a nice size. But once they fix like you said, the aspect ratio and stuff like that, I think that's going to really do a big thing. I agree. The 5200 side loading isn't there yet. Learn to like Jaguar games on the GSG. Is the GSG powerful enough to run Jaguar games? Hey guys, do the Game Boy games still work on it, or did they get rid of that in the update? Ah, there we go. It's good for homebrew ROMs also. Good to play on a big handheld screen. Absolutely. They do. Okay, good. So that my son was playing some of the Game Boy games that Xbox put on the SD card for me, and yeah, I was just worried that the 1.1 will cancel it. Game Boy works, but again, the button mapping is off. Okay, NES and SNES. Okay, perfect. Like, I mean, what really more do we want? That's what I mean. Like, again, when we're comparing it to those Chinese knockoffs, right? Bigger screen. Yes, the SD side loading thing is an afterthought, but there's stuff that can be done with it. Ooh, that's a really good question. Are the Atari Plus ROMs available? I don't think so. I haven't heard anything. That'll be interesting. Because now, technically, what's it called? Yeah, because, I mean, they're selling cartridges, so having the ROMs available to us would be great. Again, through the game store, or a firmware update, or some sort of update. Anything else, guys? Well, before we shut this thing down? Oh, man, I had such a rough day today. It was brutal. Some people are just complete and utter fucking assholes. But this thing brought me back to life. This little round table that we did. Xbox, I think we need to fix it, man. The button mapping for many systems is awkward to me. You know, there's therapy for that. We can get you worked up and fixed up. Never shut down 24-hour stream. Yeah, okay, buddy. No, absolutely. Absolutely. Xbox, I get it. I get it. Don't, it's yeah. I totally get it. Okay, JD and Xbox, guys, calm down. Calm down. I know, but I don't think it's bad as you do. Okay, it's okay. What, you want to keep this running? Noir, you want to come over here? Fly in, get in front of the screen here and start talking. I want to go to sleep. I got to get up early tomorrow to do the weekend report, right? No, I'm not. Like I said, I'm not going to stream games. I'm pooped. But I do want to stream more games. It's just getting time to do it. That's the thing. I still have to bloody finish Missile Command Delta. Ow. Oh, the boys made up. Oh, so cute. They're mates again. No previews for the weekend report. You got to tune in. Plus, everything's on my phone, and I don't feel like checking my phone right now. God, you guys are like asking a lot from me. Jesus. Okay, gang, it's 8:58. I think I'm going to shut this down. Again, guys, thank you for stopping by. Please, everybody who's chatting or just like it, just so fucking YouTube's whatever picks it up and what's it called? I'm going to play some Neo Geo. Yeah, no, just like it, please like the video. The commenting is great, so all this stuff really helps everything, and maybe some more people can get to notice this and stuff like that. So we'll see. Anyways, again, thank you everybody. You guys are awesome. Hey JD, no problem. I enjoy this. Thanks everybody. You guys are awesome. I enjoy talking with you every time. Again, you get the best of me. This is just John as an everyday person. We sit down, have some beers, play some video games, and we'll go from there, okay? And we'll see you tomorrow on the Weekend Report. And don't forget those coffees, right? Coffee, lots of big coffees. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, bye, everybody.